Wow, Bob Arum gives another updateless update regarding Joshua Fury. The saga continues. We're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Make sure you guys click the link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY and ESPN Plus. Use the link tree, or you can click the individual links. As far as TUBEBUDDY, it's an awesome browser extension that I use, and you can use it too to level up your content, optimize your content. What are you on the YouTube platform for if you don't want to get discovered? You don't want your videos to rank. You don't want to make money. Doesn't make sense to me. So if you want to take your YouTube channel to the next level, TUBEBUDDY is a great tool you should consider. I've been using it again for years, and it's helped my channel. So it can help you too. Click that link and find out more about TUBEBUDDY and set that up. Now, once again, the saga continues. Joshua Fury, they keep stringing this out. The dates keep getting pushed back. They say contracts are signed. Then they say we'll have something for you next week, an announcement next week. And then that week comes and goes, no announcement, so on and so forth. Now Bob Arum has done an interview with Dan Rafael, and I will put the link in the description, and it's really more of the same. He doesn't really go over anything that is newfound or profound or anything that is a new development. It's just a rehashing of the same story we've heard from Eddie Hearn and Joshua and Fury and their teams, and no actual date, no actual venue, just more speculation. To me, this is embarrassing for boxing. A lot of people keep saying, like, oh, Jake Paul, he's hurting boxing. This is hurting boxing more than Jake Paul is hurting boxing, because as I mentioned in previous videos and live streams, Jake Paul, he's an outsider who hasn't been a lifelong boxer. However, he's bringing visibility, and he's doing what he says he's going to do. There's no speculation. He says, hey, I got a big announcement. Then that big announcement is the next day. And then he says, I'm fighting Ben Askren. Then he says, I'm going to knock Ben Askren out. He knocks out Ben Askren in one round. So Jake Paul is not the problem in boxing. He's doing what he said. When he goes on his social media feeds, his YouTube, his Twitter, and TikTok and Twitch or whatever else, he says, I have a big announcement coming. Then he has an announcement. He announced the Ben Askren fight. Then he says, oh, the date and everything, the formalities will be announced after that. Then they announce Atlanta to showcase the Triller fight. So that's not the issue. These are bigger issues. Stringing fans along and trying to toy like Friday, like Big Worm said in Friday. You're playing with my emotions. And Bob Arum, somewhat Frank Warren, and Eddie Hearn, they continue to do this and do interviews, and they really have nothing to update you with. But here's a quote from Bob Arum. He says, obviously the big market is the UK, where everyone is talking it will do 3 million homes. Sky and BT Sport will both have it on pay-per-view. The traditional pay-per-view outlets will be a part of it, like DirecTV In Demand, right? It will be a normal pay-per-view here in the US. ESPN will be the distributor, right? This is all common sense if you really have the fight. So there's nothing really that comes to mind from reading this interview that was really revealed. He also says that Saudi Arabia is the leading place, but they can't tell you the venue. He says, I have no idea. We'll work it out with ESPN and In Demand. We have site deal contracts that are marking up and so forth. It's a big step. We're just doing the paperwork now with the Saudis. He was asked if he's going to pack his bags for Saudi Arabia. He says yes. He says the fight, Joshua Fury, it's going to have to be announced within the next 10 days or maybe 2 weeks. It's a massive economic deal, right? And he's saying that it could happen in Saudi Arabia. Like, this is just such a waste of time for boxing fans. I'm pretty sure fans do not care about the ins and outs and nuanced things. At best, if you even care about the Joshua Fury, which to me, I think they're putting more on it. I don't think Joshua Fury is as big as they're trying to make it out to be. Joshua, his profile took major damage when he lost to Andy Ruiz, and it's never really recovered. Even in the Andy Ruiz rematch, he looked poor. And Bob Arum, of all people, was one of the people criticizing Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua and how Joshua looked when he lost and stuff. And now he's saying they have this massive deal and they're trying to make it like this is the biggest fight in boxing. I disagree with that. I really feel AJ's profile took a detrimental blow since the Andy Ruiz. And then previously, before that, when Deontay Wilder, oh my God, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to this day, when Deontay Wilder smoked him out and, you know, embarrassingly put pressure on him, and Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua were playing games. So between those two things, the Joshua being smoked out by Wilder and then Andy Ruiz actually beating him in the first fight, his profile took a massive hit. So it's like they're scrambling to try to get this done. And then the same could be said for Tyson Fury. Some people don't believe it, but there are people out there, regardless of if Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn will admit and cop to this, that believe Tyson Fury cheated in the Wilder fight. Wilder himself believes that Tyson Fury did something that was amiss. So with all these things hanging over Joshua Fury, I don't think it's as big of a fight as they're trying to make it out to be. But more importantly, instead of toying with the fans, why not just not say anything, not do any updates? I coined it perfectly. Updateless updates. It's a bunch of people talking. How do you have 4 promoters? You got Barry Hearn, you got Eddie Hearn, his son, right? Rematch Room. You got Frank Warren, and you got Bob Arum. And then you have allegedly 2 willing fighters, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. So they keep saying they could get this fight, and it keeps getting pushed back. First, they said it was going to happen last year. They said Fury's going to fight in December. Never happened. Then they said Fury's going to fight in December, and if he wins, he's going to fight Joshua in May. And then it keeps getting pushed back. Then it's June. Then it's July. They say we'll have something for you next week. Then it's the week after that. Tyson Fury already said that he had the fight signed a year ago, last June or July of 2020. And now they're saying they're dotting and marking up contracts, and John Fury saying, hey, send us the contract, we'll sign. I thought the contract was already signed. This looks disastrous. It looks chaotic. And the more they gallivant around boxing like this, the less that I believe and have faith in this fight actually happening next. They said June and July. Ego Stradamus doesn't think that is reasonable. But at the end of the day, I will continue to do videos every single day or weekly as long as there's information out. And it's either going to be Ego Stradamus, what I believe, or what they're telling you, until one of us falters. So buckle up. Hopefully you guys like content like this. I will keep making videos until the fight is announced, and then I am proven wrong or I am proven right in true Ego Stradamus fashion, and the fight doesn't happen in June or July. So if you like videos like this, stay tuned to the channel, because I'm going to stay on top of this. They want to toy with boxing fans and play all these games. Well, I'll be a Huckleberry. Again, use my link, get ESPN Plus, TUBEBUDDY. Those are great ways to help the channel. A simple like is another way to help the channel. Shout out to everyone with the cash apps, $Boxingego. I can't thank y'all enough. You know, we got to take control back of this sport. A lot of games being played and misplaced anger to people like Jake Paul and things like that. I don't care if you like Jake Paul or hate him. He's not the problem. Things like this are the problem. Why reveal a fight, fake details that you can't, if there's no formality behind it, it's just an idea, vision on a vision board, and you haven't, like, they're saying, oh, everyone agreed to the deal, but they don't know if the money is there. But when Eddie Hearn was dealing with Wilder, Wilder said, I have 50 million for you, after Joshua said, oh, I'll fight him 50 mil, I'll get the fight for tomorrow, right? And then Wilder did a video. He had like a camo shirt on or sweater, and he said, I got 50 mil for you, let's go. And then Joshua backed out and said, oh, it's more to it, and we got to negotiate. The fight got to happen in the UK. No, you said, give me 50 mil, I'll take the fight tomorrow. And remember, Eddie Hearn was the promoter who says, oh, show us proof of funds. We need proof of funds to prove this guy, some guy from Alabama, is telling the truth, right? But then now they're saying they have contracts. Then they're saying they have to sign contracts still. Then they're saying everybody is agreed and it's approved. But then they're saying they haven't gotten a guarantee from the Saudis and proof of funds. But I thought it was so pertinent and important for Eddie Hearn to receive proof of funds with Wilder. How have you been working at it since last year and you still haven't received proof of funds showing the intent from the people who are the investors willing to put the money up? This stuff doesn't make sense. So we'll stay on top of it. Keep it locked. Tap in with me. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next videos, Ego signing off. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.